cold. Okay, so I was just in a traffic jam. I was going to be like, hey, this is the traffic alert or whatever. Oh, there's my giant cup again. Takes over the screen. This is the start of the show now. I don't know if I already made that joke, but I don't even care. It's funny. I'm exhausted, and it's my own fault because I stayed up till like 1 o'clock in the morning last night. Why did I do that? Because I was watching Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, and I was like, I'll just watch. And there was like, I was gonna stop it. I was like, okay, I got 16 minutes left, so I'll just watch it. But like, I was so tired. So, I haven't vlogged, like, at all this entire, like, year, basically. And it's January, 20-something? 28th? 27th? 29th? I don't know. It's January something. But I just wanted to pop on here because I just visited, I didn't really visit. I stopped in to a place that I used to work, and it was a very toxic workplace for me. I originally wouldn't go there for, like, anything, but I've gone there a few times, but, like, for just, like, little tedious things, or I was with someone that wanted to go there, So, I went there to get donuts, which I usually don't go there for donuts, but I went there for donuts because I also needed deodorant. And by the way, it's like a grocery store, okay? And like I spent 3 years there, and they were grueling, long 3 years, and my mental health was not great. I was always like angry or like just basically overstimulated, probably depressed. I don't know. It was a very dark time for me. Between like the years of like 2016 to 2019, I'm sure. Yeah. So pretty crazy. But we're not even talking about that. We're talking about how growth is a thing that happens regardless if you're aware it's happening. And given I'm not a professional or anything, but the fact that I was able to go into a toxic workplace. Like, I was a little, like, guarded, but I was definitely, like, I at least could step foot in the store, whereas I wouldn't have been able to do that. I waited, I think, like, a year or something before I went back, or I don't even know, a while. And when the first time I even went back, I didn't even have a job. So it's like, I didn't want anyone to know. I think I told one person. But anyways, the point is that I went there today, got donuts, and you know what? I didn't recognize anybody there. I think maybe one or two people I recognized that I didn't really like have a conversation with, or like, it wasn't like a close like connection, relationship, whatever that I had with any of these people. Like none of the people that I actually had one with I saw, which was pretty cool considering, maybe they moved on, maybe they retired, maybe they, chose a different path in life, which I hope to God that they did, because it was a miserable place to work, and I'm glad, that I didn't know anybody, for the most part, didn't know anybody. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to hop on here and say, even when you don't realize you're experiencing growth, like the fact that I was there for 3 years, and I haven't been, so it's 2024, and I haven't been there since 2019. I'm not even going to do the math. Wait, 6 years. I would hope that I wouldn't recognize anybody, but some people just stay there to retire, or until they retire. But I am very glad to say that I didn't recognize a good chunk of people, and things were different, and hopefully everything's better there. Hopefully there's some kind of good change happening, but it's not even my problem, because I'm not there. It has nothing to do with me. It doesn't affect me, and that's amazing. And the fact that I'm doing my thing, working where I am now, and doing what I'm doing, streaming on the side, and just focusing a lot on me, and then looking back and basically knowing what I know now versus what I didn't back then is so important, I think. The self-reflection is really important, and I'm so glad that I got out of there and I am where I am, because I don't think even I knew back then how bad my mental health was. So it's pretty nuts. So it's Tuesday. Apparently it's January 31st, which doesn't feel real. That was really weird. I almost choked on that. And it doesn't feel real because I thought yesterday was the 29th, I think, or the 28th, and it was the 30th, and I didn't know that until I went into work. And I was like, wow, that's today, really? So, yeah, I don't know. But it's kind of cold today. But I think we're kind of getting past the snow of things. I say that. I shouldn't say that. But yeah, it's pretty much just gloomy and dark, rainy, not fun. What are you doing? I don't know, there's this car behind me that's just whatever, I don't have time for you, get out of the way. Okay, whatever. They're bad drivers. But yeah, today's been pretty good. Woke up, had a donut. Can't go wrong there. I tried this, it's waffles and maple syrup coffee creamer, and I had it with our Bones Coffee French toast, flavored, coffee, and it was pretty good. I'm still drinking it, so it's still good. But, yeah, no, I just thought it was funny. Just I don't know what other coffee flavor I could mix this with that would go well, but it's pretty good, So, yeah, and then I'm on my way to work, and I think it's gonna be a long day, but I like a chill day, so I'm excited about that. I like chill days, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to, I don't know, I like my job. I think it's fun, and you can interact with people, and yeah, it's a good time. Okay, so today is it's totally February now. Oh my god. Those chickens. Dang. Look at all those chickens. But yeah, so it's February 3rd, I think. February 3rd? Something like that. It is kind of cold outside, kind of icy. And I'm on my way to work right now. So that's fun. Oh my god. Oh shit, those aren't chickens. Damn. Are they turkeys? No, they're totally chickens. Oh my god, they're freaking huge. Oh my god. Dang. But yeah, anyway, so it's today. And I basically spent yesterday cleaning. Oh my god, I spent let's see, I woke up at between 7, I think it was 7:30. No, 8:30 I actually got out of bed. So I was awake before 8:30, but I actually got out of bed at 8:30. And I woke up with the freaking determination to clean. I was like, I have to clean today. Okay, so I have a story, and it's basically a story about how I am a normal person. I'm just your average, everyday lady, and I just live my life, right? But I feel like the weirdest stuff happens to me sometimes, and I'm like, is it just me, or does this happen to everybody, right? So today, I went to get gas at the gas station because I was a fool I did not. I left too late on my way. I left too late on my way to go to work yesterday, so I couldn't stop to get gas. And so I was like, okay, well then I'm definitely not going to get on the way home because it's dark out and no thank you. Anyway, so I get at the gas station and I'm like, okay, any other day, you do the card and then you're like, okay, well now I gotta get the pump out. And usually, the numbers go up pretty quickly, right? They go up pretty fast. Nope, not this time. The numbers were like it was like 1, 2, 3, and I was like, okay, I did see that one pump was out of service, which then made me feel like, okay, maybe this one's out of service. I'll just go to a different pump. And then I noticed, oh no, yeah, I went over to the other pump, and then I was just like, and I was gonna say something after I filled up to them about like, hey, this pump's like not working. And so I start this pump, the new one, and it doesn't go up at all. And I'm like, what? Like, what's happening? And then the gas station attendants told me, they were like, oh yeah, we like ran out of gas, like we don't have any more gas. And I was like, what? And mind you, by the way, so I said I had like 38 miles left, right, on what gas I had in my tank. No, actually, I think I don't know if like letting it sit, like I don't know, letting my car sit or whatever overnight did anything, but it just said low. It just said fuel range low in all caps, and I'm just like, so I didn't know when I was going to run out of gas, but luckily the gas station was like right there, so I went there and I couldn't leave. So she did say like, oh, you can just like sit and wait, like the truck just pulled in to the gas station, so that was good. But I'm just sitting here like, I can't do anything. Like, I can't even go anywhere else. Like, I have to be here. I have to get gas. And it didn't take that long. It really didn't. But it was just like, I guess it's one of those things where you don't really think about it. You're like, man, like, the gas station ran out of gas. What do you do? Because when you run out of gas, you go to a gas station. So if the gas station runs out of gas, and it wasn't like, people, at least to my knowledge, people aren't like buying like a crap ton of it or anything. I just thought it was kind of strange. Ooh.
I didn't dare. No, I didn't.
Oh my god! What is it? What is it? Is it a noodle? Noodle. Noodle. Boink. Noodle. Don't care. Okay, so we just had the best thunderstorm at work, and I'm so happy. And I believe it looks all nice now. It wasn't. It was actually terrible. But I really, 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 really want it to be at my house. I really do. But it's okay. What is it? What do you see? What is it? Pew, pew. Okay. Hopefully I picked it up. There's this bird, and it makes the funniest sound. I'd never heard it before. It's like, it doesn't sound like a bird. I just wanted to keep doing it. That's so funny. Is that it? what it is, but there's been a lot of accidents lately, and there's also been a lot of construction, which maybe the two are related. I don't really know. It's been a week though. It's been a week. Yeah. It's actually pretty wild how much of a week it's been. And it doesn't sound like a lot at first, and I think like it just gradually as everything happens. Like I made 2 mistakes at work on Monday, like at the end of my shift, and then Tuesday, I think that's when we found out about the bird's nest. So we've had a bird's nest on our porch light, and then my fiance started finding like the baby birds on the ground, and they are not alive, and I'm just like, great, like that's really depressing and sad, and makes you just upset with everything, right? So anyway, that sucks. And then we were supposed to get our tree cut down, this big dead tree that's just has limbs falling off of it, on Tuesday, and then they couldn't do it because our neighbors had they've had this like car in their yard, and the whole thing is just like, it was never brought to my attention that it was an issue they had this car, given I didn't know that it was an issue because they didn't say it. They were like, okay, like we just want permission that we can go in their yard. Okay, yeah, go for it. Well, then they're like, oh, well, we can't do it because this car. And I'm like, okay, well, it would have been nice to know, so we could have been working on, you know, asking them about the car beforehand. And so, whatever, you know. And then, so that kind of sucked. I mean, it's whatever, it's a tree. But I'm getting, like, a lot of anxiety from it just because, like, anytime it's, like, thunderstorming or windy, like, I'm like, I can't, you know? Like, I'm like, I keep thinking, like, this is it. This is the day where maybe a branch, because we've had, like, 2 branches just fall. One I had to, like, chainsaw, and pushed onto that same neighbor's fence. Crushed it. Great time. That's how we met them, actually. Me, like, crying to them and whatnot. So that's the whole thing. And then Wednesday, I embarrassed myself because I was under the impression that, I don't know why, but I was under the impression that, like, people who live in the same household get, like free service. I don't know why. Because everyone, like, brings their kids in and it's free. So I was just like, okay, I guess that counts for, like, partners too. It doesn't. And so I embarrassed myself and I got really anxious over it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my period soon because I'm kind of, like, an emotional mess, but it's okay. Yeah. I had therapy yesterday, and that was very validating. That's like, you only get an hour, so it's like, but I gotta stick to stuff. I couldn't find my notes that I put that I wanted to talk about. Couldn't find them, so that was kind of like, I just didn't have time. Like, I felt like I was on a timer, which you are, so, you know. Yeah. So then after that, I'm basically like, okay, like, crap, you know? So, but today, it sounds like the tree company is coming out because they had, like, a thing cancel, so I'm hoping that's a thing. So this is a normal day. Normal day when you work at a hair salon and you're just hanging out doing your thing. Be me, but does anyone else, like, get their, you know, ooh, what was that? I heard some kind of sound, but does anyone else just, like, you get your period, right? And then you're like, well, might as well just get some stuff to get me by. So I now have to get something that sounds... I just have, like, these cravings, and then you just have to, like, buy into the craving, really. Like, literally, like, you crave something, and you're like, okay, well, this sounds good. You're like, well, might as well get it now while I'm here. And I used to be so against getting, like, chocolate something because I wanted to rebel. Because I knew that the stereotype of getting your monthly period made you crave chocolate. And I was trying to be against that. But I'm like, it actually sounds pretty good. I don't care anymore, personally. So, yep. And then, let's see, what else? I'm trying to remember what update we had. So there was a life update. We had to get our tree cut down, and so we did that. And then that was a whole kit and caboodle with our neighbors, but it ended up working out fine. Oh my god, that car scared the crap out of me. And what else? Oh yeah, I gotta open my Pop-Tart. I have a hot fudge sundae Pop-Tart for today. And then I don't know. The tree's gone though. It was just kind of like a confusing thing. Basically, it was a lot of like having to get our neighbor's permission, having to have access to our neighbor's yard, and then basically just trying to like communicate to our neighbors who basically did not answer their door. And I mean, they're older, so we thought maybe that was related. Probably is. And yeah, so that was a whole thing. But it's not anymore. The tree's taken care of. I think we're on okay terms with our neighbors. I'm not really sure. Yeah. But today, I don't care about nothing because I just am like, whatever. So I always do this. I buy coffee creamer, right, for the coffee that we're going to get or that we have. And then I get Starbucks because I don't care. But I did have a very successful stream weekend because it was May 4th and May 5th. And so I don't know if it's all repeat either. So, oh well. But I had that happen. It was really good. A lot of just like the community stopped in, and I feel like I just had a really good time overall. And then I also I streamed a lot. And then my nephew turned 2 on Sunday, so that was fun. We got leftover chips from that because there was a lot left over, and we made nachos, and it was great. That was last night. And yesterday, so yesterday would be May 7th, we had a tornado watch. Nothing actually happened by us, but it happened south of us. So that was a little, like, given, like, I want to say, like, an hour away from us, maybe? Or more, maybe 2 hours. I really don't know. Yeah, that was that happened, and it was, like, this building trapped 50 people in it because it collapsed, and it just, was not ideal, I'd say. But the funny story I wanted to tell you, I just thought about it just now, about construction. But the funny story was that, my IRL name is Christy, and I was at Starbucks, and, my name's spelled all different kinds of ways, so I really just don't care anymore if it gets misspelled. So I told the lady that. I was like, oh, you don't, like, don't worry about the spelling. Like, it doesn't matter. And it was just funny because, I guess there was a person that did a mobile order that had the same name as me, but it was spelled different, but we got, like, the same drink, and so that was hilarious to me. So yeah, I thought that was great. And then it was funny because I was like, I always meet a lot of Christies that aren't very nice, and I freaking said that, right? And then, like, as I'm leaving, I was like, well, I hope the other Christie is, like, nice to you, and the person's, like, literally standing right behind me. And I was just like, whatever, I said it. I don't care, whatever. And then she was just like, did you take my drink? And I was like, oh. Like, we got, like, the same drink, but, like, different, like, additives or whatever to it. It was just funny. Just like, I'm not trying to talk badly about you, but, I mean, I'm just speaking truth. Like, maybe she's not nice. And then she had a very similar car to me, which was also funny. So, what can you do? Oh my gosh. Well, it's Friday. I know. I'm all the way up here, and the camera, it's okay. It's all just construction stuff. But, oh yeah, this is where it's all weird and all that. I just thought I'd put it on the record that cars are jerks. Cars are jerks. And that's what I gotta say about that. They know what they did. They know. Gross. Oh my god.
Anyways, here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Purple Hawk. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to Cha cha cha! My ears! Happy birthday. Yo, the FBI? May you have the juiciest, most succulent, most...
Ayo, I don't know how behind I am in vlogging. Probably very. It's like mid-June. June 20th, actually. Yeah. So, let's see. I was really sick the other day. It was so bad. And I'm pretty sure I got it from my brother because I babysat my nephew, his son, on Saturday. And he mentioned that they like were sick, and I was like, oh, okay. But then they went to go see A Day to Remember, so I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know roughly how sick they were, but I was feeling pretty ill. Like on Monday, I was really tired, and then like I took a nap after I streamed because I was so tired, and I wasn't even like super, like I just was really run down. And then yeah, Monday I was at work and I just didn't feel, I felt very down, and like I was a mess. And yeah, so you know, it's good, I guess. And then yeah, I called off on Tuesday, and I'm glad I did, because I was able to like take like 3 naps, which was nice. And I just had like the worst headache. Like it was basically a migraine, and I don't get migraines really, so it was really weird for me. And yeah, I'm just getting off of my cold now. I did take a couple more like cold medicine things for today, just because I'm getting it out of my system, you know. And yeah, there's that. today is July 24th, I think. It's still 2024. I'm still eventually going to make these vlog videos and whatnot. But I did want to share some stories. So, it's summer and traffic is usually pretty crazy, given school's out, but it's more construction. And there's just been a lot of construction. Currently I'm in one-lane traffic. I'm like 20 minutes late for work right now. So that's positivo. I do have to take this lane that they closed to work, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna go. Yeah. But anywho, so, I wanted to share my 2 traffic stories. So, one, I'm leaving the grocery store, and, did I really not take this lane? Am I safe now? Can we get over in the right lane now? Thank God. Okay. I was like, excuse me. So my 2 stories. Okay, that was a very friendly Mustang that let me and a trailer in, so I'm not going to be mad that they just sped past me. But, you know, whatever. So, anyway, talking here. But my 2 traffic stories are basically, I was leaving the store, and I'm walking, and I see, like, I don't know, when I park in the parking lot, I'm like, everyone stay away from me forever. And so, wow. Well, good thing I'm getting off here. It says stop traffic ahead. But anyway, I'm leaving the store. I see this red car, like, zooming through, like, not even, they're zooming through the parking lot. And I'm like, okay. And I'm walking to my car, because I'm like, I gotta get my groceries and let's go. And so, I'm on my way there, and then this stupid red car, I'm just saying, they zoomed and then stopped, and then, like, did, like, kind of like a pull forward type thing as I'm walking, and it's basically like I stopped and slowed down and like looked at them, so I'm like, you know, are you gonna like hit me? And then they parked, and I was like, oh my God, like that just annoyed me that like they had all these other parking spots to choose from, but let's go to the one where this, you know, lovely blue-haired lady is walking across, like, ew. Not me ill, but like the car ill. And I get in my car and I looked, I'm like, I want to know what kind of driver this person is. It's like 2 little teenage boys, and I'm like, oh, you're a baby, like, you don't understand what you're doing. And I was like, I was like, they don't get it. And then, shoot, what was the other one? I had it. It's gone now. God damn. There's another one where I'm like, what is with people? Oh, yeah. I'm in the standstill traffic, right? Both lanes, standstill, and I hear like this like zooming sound, and I'm like, what the heck is that? This guy who's on his freaking motorbike is like weaving in the middle of traffic, like in the center lane. There is no center lane, in the center where the dotted line is. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then he comes up over by me, and I'm like, oh man. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna give you room, like if he's trying to get in line or whatever. No, he goes in front of me, goes on the shoulder, and he rides the shoulder. And I'm like, okay, Mr. Entitled, why? Also, when did people get bad at driving? Like, they're so bad at driving. I don't get it. Okay, so I have thoughts, okay? I'm just sitting there watching, like, streams and stuff, and I had this thought, okay? And I just want to share it. And basically, I just need to say that I feel like I hit the jackpot when it comes to Friends, and how everyone's just so cute and adorable, and I just can't stand it, like in a good way. So like I still want them to be cute and adorable and helpful and lovely, and everyone's just so amazing, and I just feel like so loved by everybody, and like how everyone's so cool and loves each other, and I'm just like, this is the best. Anyway, that's it.